Man, I don't know if I'm just wearing really weird clothes, like a different kind of jeans or something, but every time I like slightly move or slightly slide and you were on this little, chair mat, it starts shocking me. And it's not just like, oh, if I touch this little metal part of my microphone, it shocks me. Like my headphones are shocking me in the ear. Like something's on the ear play on the inside, and if I move a little bit, it zaps my ear. It's mean. I don't know. I think maybe I shouldn't be wearing shoes indoors. Anyway, I just came back from LA this weekend in a very interesting business trip. It was quite something, and there's a lot going on, and a lot of it I can't really talk about. But that is going to become a very interesting situation of events that will be coming in the future. Like I said before, I can't really talk too much about it, but there could be some big things happening, and we will soon see how that will turn out. Past that, I've been playing a lot of Harrow lately. As you can tell, this is Harrow, of course, in Warframe, because eventually I realized that the best way to farm Harrow is to not farm Harrow, but to buy him with Plat, because Harrow is fucking stupid to try to farm this son of a bitch. But he's actually one of the best designed frames in the game. I think he's really, really enjoyable. He's super interesting, and most importantly, all of his abilities are like flow and work together. All of them together actually do a lot of good shit. You know, you got your nice your little stun there. You got your whippy move that lets you get lifesteal. You got your energy creation move, and you got your cool like AoE crit move. I don't know. It's really cool seeing a frame that all their abilities kind of work together, especially because a lot of frames generally are like, oh, one or two moves are their good moves, and their other ones are moves you never use, so you always build them for those one or two. Nyx is a good example. Her one is pretty damn good, but you mainly build her for her 3 and sometimes her 4, but you never touch her 2, you know? It's back and forth stuff like that. Harrow is a lot of fun though. I like him quite a bit. I think it's a him. I'm pretty sure it's a him. Anyway, I hope your weekend has been very, very good. Mine has been, like I said, interesting and tiring. Man, the drive to LA never ceases to annoy me. I always forget just how long of a freaking drive that is, man. It's like, I was thinking to myself, I had to be there at like 6 o'clock or something like that, right? And I was like, you know what? Okay, so it normally takes me around 45 to 50 minutes to get from LA to my house. So I'll just go ahead and, all right, well, it's gonna be it's Friday at like 4, so it's probably gonna be a lot of traffic. So you know what? We'll give you like a 2-hour berth. We'll make sure it's like 2 hours. As soon as I go to leave at 4, it says 2 hours and 20 minutes. I had to be in a shuttle at 6:30, so I got there at 6:20, parked, ran into the hotel, checked in, literally chucked my stuff into my room, took the most euphoric piss of my life, and then was able to make the shuttle on time. But it was very, very funny. It was cool seeing some of my friends and some of it there too, I can't talk about a lot of the stuff there. But anyway, it was pretty cool. On another side of things, your boy Bricky got an Oculus. And so now that your boy Bricky's got an Oculus, there was one thing that I was thinking about doing. You wanna know what that thing is? Subnautica VR. We'll see how that turns out. I'm probably not going to do Subnautica VR for like a majority of the series, mainly because while it's funny for reactions, let's be honest, watching it is very annoying. Watching that weird, like very jittery gameplay constantly like that is not very fun to watch. It's fun to watch people's reactions. But I feel like, after maybe like one episode we'll do VR. That's not a very important episode, but after a certain period of time, you kind of watch it and you're just like, not really my thing, So it kind of becomes kind of an issue. At least quite often it does. So I wouldn't want to be that kind of a, well, not the kind of guy, but I wouldn't want to make the entire playthrough like that. It wouldn't be very fun for me. I mean, granted, the game, the Oculus alone, is very, very exciting. VR chat has kind of slowed down or died a little bit, so probably won't do a lot of VR chat. Resident Evil 7 does have a VR, and I was considering doing that. We'll see. I've already played Resident Evil 7, so we're not quite sure about that one. But now that I have the VR, there are plenty of cool things that are coming out that I could do. Like Beat Saber, which could be one of those cool new ones. But, things like that. Besides that, there's not a whole lot else going on, crazy stuff. January's about to end. They're getting that new office in February 1st. We'll have that new office, and from there, if I ever have internet issues, which I have so much here, I can stream from there and have my setup over there instead, which is just such a relief, if I'm being honest. It's so nice to actually have that. And so past that, you know, in case I ever like try to check my upload, I'm like, wow, I can't do shit here. I can just go to my office and do stuff there, which feels incredible. That'll also be the start of putting together the Big Brick podcast. Of course, it's not quite ready yet. It's not even close to being ready. But now that the office will finally be leased out, I can actually start to get that thing started. This Saren has a lot of range on her one, which is very, very nice to see. But still, it's surprising. Anywho, that's that part as well. I'm excited, I'm curious, very excited actually. And we'll see how that turns out, you know? We'll see how that kind of ends up. Anyway, though, there's not a whole lot else I wanted to discuss in today's Monday vlog. It was just a very, very simple just talking into fun stuff. Anyway, though, January may be a slower month, but doesn't mean the themes are any less cool this month, of course, for my good old sponsor, the Loot Crates. If you want to check it out, these are the themes this month. Please check out the description if you want to go ahead and see any of the cool things you can get. As I've said before, I always consider it very, very fun and worth, because at the end of the day, even just the regular one is like $15 and you get a free shirt. And let's be honest, shirts nowadays generally cost roughly around there, even if you buy it at Costco. So it's already kind of paying for itself. But anyway, of course, you know where to go. It's in the description. First link, promo code Bricky. And besides that, let me hit you with that Twitch clip of the week. Bye-bye. Hey, to chase a Claudette up a shack, down a shack. Wow, that is an interaction I've never seen before. Okay.